Guys, what is up? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. This is a review of a fragrance called Bleue Issey from the house of Issey Miyake. This is actually my fourth review from this brand. I did their summer flanker from 2013, the original L'Eau d'Issey and L'Eau d'Issey Noir Absolu. This is the last one I own from this brand, and to be honest, I think I'm done in terms of purchases after this video. I know there are some worthwhile flankers to L'Eau d'Issey, and maybe one day I'll come across one that I want, one that I can get super cheap and just jump on it, one that I sample and want a bottle of, but you know, I know Summer 2009 is a great scent. I had a big decanter that years ago, but I broke it. But for now, there's just nothing really exciting me that much. I would really like to see them move in a different direction, make some other stuff, but you know, IHOP keeps making pancakes primarily, so who knows. If you want some backstory on this very important house to fragrances, please do check out the first video that I did, which I think was on their Summer 2013 flanker, where we go into some backstory on the house. Now, I grabbed my 75 ml bottle of this for $40 from TJ Maxx. Definitely a little pricey for TJ Maxx pricing, but I saw it and I kind of was interested, so I just did it. You can get this for under $20 now on FragranceNet. As of filming at least, so if you want them, go out and get it, as there has been some talk about it being discontinued. It was a 2004 release originally from the perfumer Jacques Cavallet, and note-wise, rosemary, lime, orange wood, mandarin, cypress, ginger, juniper berry, lavender, pink pepper, sandalwood, amber, patchouli, oak moss, and atlas cedar. Now, presentation, it kind of does a little bit have that slant of the L'Eau d'Issey bottle. You got Issey Miyake written on top. You've got a sticker there. You've got a really nice atomizer, although the sprayer looks kind of sad there. But look at that. That's it's got some pop to it. So, you know, nothing. Can't complain about this presentation. It looks good sitting next to the other bottles, but it is a deviation. This sort of has, the other ones sort of are straight here, and this has a bend here, pivoting it in two directions, almost giving it a triangular feel. So it's close to the original bottle, but it's a little bit of a deviation. Now, as far as the fragrance goes, it's a big deviation. This is a crazy fragrance in the regard that if you went to Sephora today and smelled this, you'd probably think the fucking world went bananas. And it's even sort of bizarre for a 2004 fragrance. I mean, this is green herbs and woods. You know, you get a little bit of citrus, I think, coming from the lime and mandarin, but you're going to smell a lot of cypress, a lot of rosemary and juniper berry, and a lot of patchouli and cedar. You know, this is the definition of woody aromatic in my book. For me, a citrus aromatic is where the scent is primarily based upon citruses, and then backed up by herbs, you know, whether they be thyme, rosemary, mint, basil. A woody aromatic, same thing, but instead of mainly citruses that a quarter note you get, you know, it's cedar or sandalwood, or in some cases oud, or fantasy woods are leading the way. And here it's sort of cedar and a little sandalwood leading the way here. This is really an aromatic woody scent, and the woods really leads the path here. A lot of green herbs being bolstered up by cedar and sandalwood. There are some other aromatic elements here, you know. I do smell a little bit of lavender, some pink pepper to give it a little bit of a spicy sweetness. But what's really nice about this scent is, even though they were very forward with the green herbal notes, it's really well balanced. It's not too much. It's surprisingly really nice, and a sharp turn from the L'Eau d'Issey line. It's herbal, it's woody, and a touch of, you know, probably sandalwood, the mandarin, and ginger, giving it a nice bit of sweetness, keeping it from being too dry and too austere almost. As far as projection and performance on this one, you know, it's okay. It's a, you know, 6 to 7 hour set, you know, with 4 hours or so of projection. It's a reserve set. It sits softly on the skin, so it's great in a professional setting. I always talk about every fragrance being unisex. They all are. This is going to do a little bit better on men, just because of that sharp woodiness and green nature. And the way you want to wear this is either in the spring or fall to work during a casual day. It's too much for the dead heat, although I think you could probably wear it on cooler summer evenings. But for me, this really isn't an evening fragrance. It also sort of lacks the punch that's needed for super cold days. There's no resins here, so you're not going to get any incense or benzoin or galbanum or myrrh. It lacks that. But it's still too woody for me for summer. So for me, spring is ideal. Fall works as well. Regular blah workday scent. If someone were trying to talk me into purchasing this fragrance, I think they'd say it's a good herbal woody scent at a great price. It's very distinct and unique. I think if someone were trying to talk me into skipping it, they'd say very different from the L'Eau d'Issey line. You're really gonna have to like woody aromatics. It's nothing like the modern designer take on fragrances. If you're looking for something similar, but this has been discontinued, you can't get this or just don't want this, it's very unique in terms of comparisons. Sort of reminds me a little bit of Eau de Cade by L'Occitane. That has a sweet juniper note at the top like this one. And in terms of it being a cypress scent, very different from Z14, an Italian cypress by Tom Ford, which smell very similar to each other. The only other two fragrances I can give some comparison to is Baie de Janvier by Creed, which is a discontinued juniper scent. That's a little more powdery and relies more on cedar. And a fragrance called Costa di Mediterranee by Profumi Firenze. That has a punching rosemary note at the top that's way more aquatic. But for me, guys, this is very unique scent, very green, woody without a lot of sweetness. I'm going to go ahead and give this a 7.5 out of 10. I like this. I respect it. I don't reach for it as much as I should, which is clearly an oversight on my part because it's a great work scent, and I really appreciate the fact that Issey Miyake broke away from the norm. It seems like everything is a play on L'Eau d'Issey, and this is a departure. I recommend this one if you like this kind of scent, or at the very least, just grab a sample. I'm sure samples of this are out there cheap enough, and seeing this one, see if it maybe works for you. I have a feeling people who like my videos and my taste are gonna like this one. Very, very different from your typical designer scent in 2020, and I think it punches way above its weight class in terms of quality. So there you go, guys. That is my review of L'Eau d'Issey Bleue. Let me know what you guys think of this one. Drop a comment. Let me know if you think I've been too harsh on it, or if you think I've been fair, too generous. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this and your favorite Issey Miyake scent. And I'll see you guys again real soon with more videos. My name obviously.
At least I'm famous and I ain't shit. Well, my mother loves me, I'm a baby. We still drive each other crazy. Now my man needs a liver, bought it off of eBay. He started snorting Pepsi, now we got a fiend's face.